Our gear selection for northern pike is a 10-weight saltwater rod. This is a Sage Islander fly reel. We're going to use a floating fly line, a 6-foot leader which consists of a thick butt material, and it's ended with a metal tippet. It's called Mason nylon strand. And of course, if we use a monofilament tippet, the pike's going to bite right through it. How we attach a fly, a big pike fly, to a tippet: put about 2 inches through, make one twist, like so. Then we attach a hemostat right onto the tag end of that leader material, just like so. Now, holding the hook on the fly, we just spin that hemostat around, and there's our knot. Right there. Okay, and that'll prevent the pike from butting through that leader. So Terry, both you and I grew up in this part of the country and went to high school here and spent a lot of time on Wabigoon Lake, but you spent a lot more time on the lake than I did, and you spent a lot of your youth guiding up here, didn't you?
Yeah, my grandparents started this camp when I was 4, and I started guiding when I was 8, so it was kind of neat. And I remember going down to the dock, and the guy's sitting in the boat waiting for the guide to come. My grandma said, "Oh, he's on his way down," and I jumped in the boat, and I was sitting there waiting, and she says, "Well, you got to start the motor for it. He can't start the motor; he's too small." And away we go out fishing, and that's how I started fishing pretty steady on this lake, all through the area here.
I remember when I was doing the research for my book, and we fished together, and you tell me about these huge muskies that you helped net for the M&R when they were doing their study.
Yeah, we did a study from 84 to 89 here, and we had trap nets. Actually, one of the nets was right up just in front of us here, about 100 yards where we had one set up. And we got some really nice muskies out of there. Put transmitters in 5 of them and followed them around for 4 years. It was a lot of fun.
And wasn't 1 or 2 of them world record fish?
Yeah, we had a world record fish. It was actually just behind this point in the next bay over.
Huh.
And the fish was over 85 inches. The boat we had was 80 inches, and it hung over both sides of the boat. So we pretty much know it's around a 70-pound, 75-pound range for sure.
Is that right, eh? There's it. Oh, man. Oh, it's coming right towards the boat. Oh, this is a good fish. Really good fish. Oh, it's right underneath the boat now. Oh, there he is. Oh, man, that's a 34, 35-inch fish. Oh, boy, that was a good fight. I'm going to get this Northland glove on so I can take that hook out. It looks like he took it deep, boy. Oh, that's a nice fish. Really nice pike. Oh, and Ian held that fly too. You wanted that one, that's for sure. Can't be too careful with these pike. I've got some nasty cuts over the years. Oh. That's why you have to watch your fingers with pike. They clamp their teeth down when they feel something in their mouth. Just like that. There we go. Got that hook out. Take a look and see how long he is. Oh, 31. Thought it was longer than that, but he's good thick fish, healthy. Get him back in the water. Well, it looks like he's got a few little nicks and scars from spawning. I'm just gonna make sure I hold him until he's ready to go. It's important not to just toss a fish over the edge of the boat. You wanna hold him and make sure that his gills are working, and when he's ready to go, he'll take off. You can feel him. I can feel him starting to get a little more power. I'm just gonna loosen up on his tail, and when he's ready, he'll go. Oh, he's ready to go. Ha, that was great. We'll have to try for another one of those. That was fun. Great. Nothing like a good pike on a fly rod. Whoa! Oh, this is a good fish. Oh. Maybe not. Oh. Coming towards the boat anyway. Oh no, this is a good fish. A very good fish. I'm gonna get him on the reel. Oh, this is exciting. You know, I fished saltwater and I fished all kinds of species in North America, but I think the pike is really underutilized and underestimated. Man, they are just a great fish on a fly rod, and it's so exciting to work these edges of these weed beds and these reefs. And oh, he's a heavy fish. Ooh. One thing about fishing Wabigoon is you just never know what you're going to hook into. Oh, that's a good pike. I don't know if it's a pike or a muskie. Oh no, it's a pike. It's a good fish. Whoa. That's a 36-inch fish anyway. Oh, took that yellow fly again. Oh, nice. Nice fish. One of the things you can't do is you can't rush these fish at the boat. They look like they're done and all of a sudden they bolt underneath the boat and snap you off. There's a loon cheering them on, or cheering me on, I'm not sure who. Really lightly grab the leader. Oh! Man, that is a nice pike. Flies out. That is a good fish. Wow. Let's see how long he is. 35 inches long. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. Get him back in the water real quick. I think he's ready to go. Oh, it's a nice thick fish. There he goes. Great. Ah, that was a great fish. Let's see if I can go get another one. It hit like a ton of bricks. Wow. This is a big fish, man. That was exciting. Just stripping it up behind the boat and pow. I'm surprised he didn't break me off when he hit. Oh, geez. Nice fish. I gotta look at him. He's a nice northern. Yeah. Switched to red. I wasn't getting any hits on the yellow, and this water is a little bit different color. There's a tea-stained stream flowing in here. And the yellow wasn't producing, so I switched to red. Oh, nice fish. Nice fish. He still wants to go. Got a little bit of zip to him. Back. The trick with the fly rod is to, just like deep sea fishing, reel when you're lowering the rod and then use the rod to hoist them up. Like I said before, get them up to the boat and then they realize, hey, well, I'm going to get captured, so they start to fight a little bit more right at the boat. You have to really be careful you don't break a rod or break a line. Okay, I think I should be able to get a hand on him. Another nice pike, boy, that's about 32 inches, I guess. Whew. Nice fish. Let's get him in the live well while we get that fly out of his mouth. Oh, that's a great looking fish. Get him back in the water here. That was great. That was great. I think they're holding right in this river mouth here. There's a seam of murky water with this tea-stained water, and that's the second big fish we've got just along that seam. And I think they're probably in there feeding on perch and whitefish. But we'll have to give that another try. Well, you've seen the kind of results we've got on these big deer hair pike flies. On this week's pro tip, joining me is good friend and professional fly tyer, Romeo Rancourt. Okay, so I see you're scoring the hook so the thread will hold better. I usually don't do that, but that helps the thread stay on, Romeo?
Yes, definitely. Especially when you're catching 2 or 3 bites, and it makes the fly more durable. So
good.
The fly doesn't go from side to side. So
good. So you've got some white marabou there.
And some white marabou. Okay. Let's see this here. Now we're gonna add our hackle on the side. It makes it more noticeable in the water for fish.
Like a fleeing bait fish.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna
add a body of that's called ice chenille.
Ice chenille.
Good.
Instead of using scissors, we like to use a razor blade to cut this hair. So,
and that way you don't cut the hair.
That's right.
Okay, so now you're going to start stacking the deer hair, and this is one of the hardest jobs there is in fly tying, isn't it?
That's right.
So you're tying on a clump of deer hair about the size of a pencil, I guess.
That's right. And
now you're going to go with a clump of red.
We're going to go with a clump of red.
All right.
And again, we could push it back. The next session will be trimming. And you notice I like to use curved scissors. The next step is to make this fly durable and to make it dive, to make it so noisy in the water.
Okay.
You need to...
you're going to apply some more cement to it?
Apply some more cement to it. So trim it just here while the bottom part is drying. Now,
next step is going to be eyes, right?
The eyes.
And you know, I've heard a lot of comments about eyes on pike flies and pike baits. Mm-hmm. What's the secret with the...
Well, first of all, they rattle.
Oh, okay.
Noise. Secondly, the pike will go right, will key on a fly with eyes Usually
Right on the head.
right on the head, right behind the eyes.
Oh, okay.
And that's where they usually hit your fly.
And that's where the hook is on the pattern.
That's
as
where
well.
your hook is.
Okay.
There we have it.
There we have a deer hair pike diver. That's a great looking fly.